Hey guys, Kurt from Time Machine Transport. So I'm just driving out to the shop and I was listening to some videos this morning on YouTube, and there was a really interesting one on Green Greg's. This guy is a former SEER instructor in the military, which stands for Survival, Escape, Resistance, Evasion. And in case pilots, airplane or helicopter go down, they have to teach these guys and gals how to escape and resist if you're being tortured or whatever. So survive, whatever. So my wife this morning received an email from her hospital, large conglomerate, stating that you must be Terrell Buckley'd, the jabber in your arm, that's what I called it, Terrell Buckley, by September 20th. And then you have to have the second one by a certain date. I forgot, in December maybe or something like that. Anyways, arm's falling asleep for some reason. So, freaking sunroof leaking? I hope not. And I just did a video that said this will be mandated. This is going to be mandated for everybody, everything. So you need to start preparing now what your plan B or C or D is, because we have preparations. We're not preppers, but we do have, and my wife and I, we probably spent 40, 50 grand, and that's no exaggeration. Food and guns and ammo and ATVs, trailers for the ATVs, winches, blah, 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 night vision goggles, water purification, fishing. We got a lot of stuff, and we've also invited some friends to meet us at our location to say, hey, listen, and my wife said, and I'll get back to the subject, but my wife said, well, so, because we do have some friends that will literally show up with a blanket, a pillow, and a freaking Walmart plastic bag, and be like, well, you guys told us to meet here, and my wife's like, hi, baby girl, I love you. Are these the people that? And I said, yeah, unfortunately, those are that's part of the bad part about being somewhat prepared, is you're going to need security, because you're going to need those people that come with the one blanket, a pillow, and a Walmart plastic bag, because you're going to have to sleep sometime, and you could have all the preparations in the world, and you fall asleep, somebody sneaks up on you, slits your throat. All that's for naught. And we were talking about, I don't think I'd want to survive. But first off, I'm not fit. I think I'm mentally prepared, where as far as equipment goes, I believe we're prepared. Physically, I'm definitely not prepared. We got bug out bags and everything, blah, blah, blah. And it's funny because these people who say they're preppers or whatever. So I was part of Mark Fugel's prepping community a few years back, and they didn't want me in the Wisconsin group because they said I was too militia-like. Anyways, and all I really said was, listen, if you don't have one basic thing, then this is not the forum for you. You shouldn't even be talking about this until you start getting this. And the one simple thing was a bug out bag. And I just requested that, hey, everybody show a picture of their bug out bag and tell us what you have in it, so maybe we can get together as a group and get everybody on the same sheet of music. Because when we would go to the field in the military, I'm an ex-former paratrooper and blah, 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 and I had, whatever. So, and we were part of NATO, and I've trained in a lot of foreign countries. So only four, probably was like maybe 20 people, 15 to 20 people. Only four of us, my wife, myself, another couple, Bill and Katie, they showed theirs, and nobody, they're like, well, I don't have one right now, but, and then we had a couple extra bags, so we're like, well, we'll just give you guys one of ours, and then maybe the group can get together and start throwing some stuff together, and you could have your bug out bag. That was considered militia-like to these guys. That's crazy. You shouldn't even be on that type of forum if you think that's militia-like. Anyway, so these people want to talk a good game, it seems. And I gotta say, in life, there's doers and sayers. I believe I'm a doer. I used to be a sayer. Anyways, so back to the whole. So my wife is, and I just said it. I just said it the other day. It's going to be mandated. This is going to be mandated everywhere for everybody, for everything. So you need to decide. My sister, for instance, her husband already got the Terrell Buckley, and now she works for a hospital group, and they're saying the same thing by September, blah, blah, blah. And so she had texted my wife, and she's like, are you getting it? She's like, no, Kurt and I are not getting it. But her and I have already had a conversation that but when it's required for truck drivers or to get, food or to get even gasoline, whatever, to get anything, it's going to be required. It's going to be mandated for everybody. And they're going to tell us, oh, no, we're not forcing you to take it. We're not mandating. You just can't leave your house or go to work or buy food or gasoline or anything unless you have it. But we're not forcing it on you, because we're not literally holding you down and forcing it on you. But we're not forcing it. It's your choice still. No, it's not, man. Anyways, so I told her, well, and like I said in the other video, those people that wore masks are definitely going to get the vaccination unless one of the other parent in the household can actually take it and still work and support you guys, which that's unfortunately what I have to do. And I'm a hypocrite. Unless my wife literally said, let's sell everything and move out to the woods. All right, man, let's do it. I would literally sell everything and move out to the woods. I'm okay with that. Would I survive out there is a different shit, man. I mean, I'll be 52 in August, man. So I'm no young buck anymore. Back in the old days, sure, absolutely. But now, very unlikely. So, but I'm still going to go down with a fight. At least I could, with the preps that we have and the ammo and the guns, everything else, at least me, Kurt Daniel Sabella, I can choose the way I go. Not you, not them, me. And however that pans out, it pans out. So the point being is, this is coming. It's coming to a city near you. Near you. This is definitely, I just don't know why they're doing this to us. Why are they doing this to us? It's not because they love us so much. I'm at the shop now. Anyways, I got shit I gotta do today. But anyways, the point is, why are they doing this to us? Why? If you haven't asked yourself, if you think that it's because, why do you get the Terrell Buckley? To prevent yourself from getting sick, right? I don't take it to prevent others from getting sick. I take it for myself. So I don't get it. What? And again, I know I'm kicking the can down the road, but like I said, I have nobody in my corner. My wife, of course, and certain friends and family. But there's not millions of people that are going to hit the streets with me. Although it may happen, especially when people come to the realization that, wow, this is happening. Right now, it's kind of like, so it's just hospital workers, and then it's going to be, over in New York City, it's already, in order to, eat in a restaurant or go to the gym, you have to show that you got it. Anyways, why are they doing this to us? Why? This is no longer a free country in my mind. And granted, I can go somewhere else because if I don't like it here, right? As you can, but this is going to be around the world. The only thing we can hope for is sanctuary states. Hopefully South Dakota, Arkansas, who is that, not McKaylee or whatever, Trump's last press secretary, but the lady before Sanders, I think her name is. Not Bernie, obviously. I think that was her last name. Anyways, or Sandra or something. She's running for governor in Arkansas, and she said that she won't mandate anything there. Texas might be a sanctuary state, but I don't know if I'd move to Texas. They got so much shit going down there with the border and everything else. But if you guys get a chance, go on Green Greg's channel and check out the EMP video. The guy's name is John something or other, Homerson or something like that. You should check out the video. It was it brought things in perspective big time. Like, wow, eye-opening. Like, our country isn't prepared for any sort of EMP strike. And China and Russia, they're hardening their grid, but for some reason, and I guess they only need to take down 9 transformers in our whole country in order for our power grid to go down. And people are so dependent of the power grid, and we got generators to fuel stuff like that, but that's only going to last so long. And we got a solar power generator, which I need because I have a CPAP or whatever, but we're definitely in some really, really hard times right now. Oh, my braces came in too. I just got to go get fitted, or I got to go and they got to show me how to put them in. So my braces came, which is good. Right when everything's going to go to shit, that's when I'll have decent teeth. So, anyways, I'm very sad. I'm not even sad. I'm mad. I'm so mad right now. And we need to... I had a buddy, if... and I thought he was a brother, but he's not. And I won't mention his name. Some of you guys know him. It's because, because I said, what happened to my body, my choice, right? And he's like, that's not really, you can't compare the two because, if you're endangering me, then you should be required to get it because you're endangering my life. I'm like, are you kidding me? And I said, dude, you're that's not even close, man. I said, and I started spitting the tuberculosis numbers at him, and he's like, no, and he's going on Google, he's trying to prove me wrong and this and that, and I'm like, so how many people died of this, fake smokescreen pandemic, the worst ever with a 0.03 fatality rate? And I said tuberculosis has a 15% fatality rate. So he Googled it, of course. He's like, 1.7 million people died in 2020 of tuberculosis. And I said, you can't get real numbers from the CDC and all these other websites about, what are the real numbers for this, right? For the deaths. He's like, it says right here 1,300,000 died of the smoke screen. And I'm like, okay, so tuberculosis, it's not as contagious. Dude, it's way more contagious than this stuff. So the point is, I said, see, so the tuberculosis numbers outdid the smoke screen. He's like, yeah, and I'm like, and they didn't mandate anything. You can get a Terrell Buckley for TB. They just don't have a lot of it here in America because it's not prominent here. The point being is, it is more contagious, it's more deadly, but yet nothing was mandated. And I know I'm kicking the can down the road, I'm sorry. But you need to be prepared, absolutely prepared for a lot of stuff coming, because this is just beginning. I'm telling you, it will be mandated all the way across the board. And we're in a lot of trouble right now. A lot of trouble. You need to make sure that you got, if you have the capability or the means to get, extra food, whatever the case is, and have a plan, man. Have a plan. I mean, I don't even know if, like I said, I don't even know if I'd want to live in this whole, thing after our, if this EMP happens or apocalyptic scenario and we have to, flee the cities or whatever the case is, and that's, you need to get out of the city. I mean, you got like 3 to 5 days to get as far away from the overpopulated cities and even the suburbs, because it's going to be complete mayhem and people are going to start killing each other, and we're 9 meals away from being animals. So Anyways, and I know I'm not physically prepared. Mentally, I believe I am. And obviously, we have our gear and stuff, but that doesn't mean anything. But you really need to start preparing yourself mentally, because there's going to be a lot of people just doing themselves, and they thought the depression and the suicides were up during the whole smoke screen thing. Wait till they start mandating stuff. If we don't stand together as a people, man, we are in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. So just think about it, man. And if you guys want to call me, 414-477-7845. Again, that's 414-477-7845. Or you can email me at time machine transport, the number 1 at gmail.com. So anyways, I'm done gabbing. I'm at the shop now, and got to get back and finish up this motor on this truck. So, and just be prepared, man, like I said. So anyways, God bless you. I hope this video finds you well, and start prepping, man. Start organizing, because it doesn't look good. So anyways, please like and subscribe to the channel. Ciao.